What do you mean you've never climbed a tree? Oh, look, someone's come to play. You have come to play, haven't you? We're playing a guessing game. It's better with more people.
We? Who's we?
Kitty and me, of course. You don't see anyone else here, do you? Anyway, you should go if you're not going to play. Kitty finds you distracting.
The cat finds me distracting?
Kitty's clever. She says you want to take me back to my father, but I'm not going. She would be lonely.
You are so kind, Amalia. I would miss you dearly if you left.
That's not really a cat, is it?
Of course she's a cat. She just talks, that's all.
Talking is simple enough, once you know how.
No, that's a demon. That's Dan S. Right, what are you really?
I am a cat, really. Nothing you say will convince Amalia to go with you. She loves only me now. I am her friend, while you are just a stranger.
What have you done to her?
I have done nothing. I am all but powerless. The mage made sure of that, didn't he? I cannot leave this chamber. No, Amalia found me. After decades of isolation, her company is welcome. It seems we had an impasse, so let me propose a compromise of sorts. Release me, mortal, and let me have the girl. Let us return to her father and leave this place forever.
You have the girl, you mean possess her?
That's such a crude way of putting it. I do not wish to harm Amalia. I merely want to see your world through her eyes. Is that so wrong?
I'll free you and you can have the girl.
Thank you. You are very gracious. The mage's wards hold me within this chamber, and only a mortal may approach them. There is a trick to disarming the wards, but I do not know it. Perhaps you will succeed where the girl failed.
Oh, this is so exciting! Kitty is going to be free! I've always wanted a cat, and Kitty is so perfect and pretty.
Oh, I forgot you have to hear this shit over and over again. Oh no, it's a slider puzzle. Oh god.
Very well.
I like it when Kitty sings to me.
As you say.
Father doesn't like cats, but he never met Kitty.
It has begun. It has begun.
Tis begun.
It has begun.
Kitty says Grandpa Wilhelm locked her up in this room. Isn't that awful?
Yes, just awful.
What's on your mind?
No.
It is no trouble.
Okay, y'all come over here. Y'all stay there. Don't bother me.
Kitty's...
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. I shall...
Yes. I can feel the magic fading. Oh, I had forgotten how it feels not to be caged.
Kitty? What's happening?
A wonderful thing, my dear, for both of us.
I said I'd free you. I didn't say I'd let you live.
Betrayal! You will not take the girl. She is mine.
Kitty, you're scaring me. I won't let you inside me. I won't.
What? What? Oh, hello. Big old titties. Jeez. Some big old titties.
Very well.
Okay, I need you to... Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. So much damage. So much fire damage.
By the Maker!
Okay, we have got to get these things down. Oh my god! Bramble with 21 gift subs for chat. Oh my fucking god. Woo! Come on, get Kitty down. She's almost down. You gotta hurry. Got her. Slayed that pussy. Woo! Oh man, that was close as shit. Helm of Hanleith, +2 to all attributes, +3 to armor. Cold Cord of Shattered Dreams, +3 willpower, plus mental resistance. Ooh, that's really good for win. Yeah, let's put that on win. Oh my god, MMO Juggler with 30 gift subs. Holy shit! That's 50 fucking gift subs. I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, you guys are nuts. Absolutely nuts. Coat Gaming? What's going on? Oh my god, Coat Gaming. 10,000 bits. Oh my god. Alright, trade. Let's see. Okay. We got what else? Helmet. Helmet's really nice. They'd be really good on her. It's really good on me too. I guess we'll go with that. A little less armor, but it replaces the armor with more armor. That's actually 4. Yeah. DLC gear is like, damn.
It has begun.
Boom.
Too easy!
Don't give them the advantage.
We must strike.
Boom. Yeah, there's some DLC gear that's just like insanely good. Kind of gotta have to do the DLC a little bit here, a little bit there. It's really hard to replace any of it because they're all so fucking good. Uh-oh.
I shall do it.
Okay, let's taunt.
Must have victory. Let's make this quick!
Got him.
Another battle, I see.
Don't give them the advantage.
Yeah, I really just like when DLC adds really broken stuff with no like way. I like when DLC incorporates itself into a game, so you have to earn the pieces. I hate when you just like, boom, they're in your inventory. Haha, congrats, you win. And they're like super, super strong. I love when DLC incorporates itself into the game so that you have to earn them and stuff.
You did it! You freed her! Thank you so much!
I'm sorry I ran away, Daddy. I was so scared.
It's all right, Butterfly. You're safe now. All the bad creatures are gone. The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing. I wouldn't if I were you. Now we should go, and quickly. Thank you again. We owe you our lives.
Beautiful. Now let's go say hello to Shale. The only acceptable pay to win is when people subscribe. That's like, you win instantly, and everyone wins, and it's great. That's the only one that's okay, but pay to win anywhere else and is just not cool. Dulan Han.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And not even a mage this time. Probably stumbled across the rod by accident, I suppose. Typical.
Hello to you too.
I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead?
Not all of them, no.
Some got away, then. How unfortunate.
You didn't care for them, I take it?
Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace.
Did you watch the attack?
Not as much as it would think. There was running and screaming, and then days and days of watching the Darkspawn prowl around. I would never have thought there could be something less interesting than the villagers, but there it was. Well, go on then. Out with it. What is its command?
Do you have a name?
Perhaps. I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must.
Is something wrong?
I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something.
What? Why?
Oh, go on. It will be fun.
Alright, walk over there.
And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken?
Shouldn't you be happy about that?
I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me?
Well, I kind of have a thing for rocks. I was going to put a little tutu on you and make you dance for me.
I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you going to keep calling me it?
Yes, very likely.
You killed your former master.
Did I? I remember that I had a former master. The mage with the furry brows who poked and prodded and barked orders. Did I kill him? I hope I did kill him. Perhaps the last order he barked was, Gollum, stop crushing my head. Ah!
I notice you don't call him it.
Yes, I'm just funny that way.
Then how do I know you can be trusted?
I have no idea. How does it trust anything else without a control rod?
My other friends aren't made of stone.
Fair enough. Then I promise not to sit on it accidentally or without sufficient provocation. Good enough?
What do you want to do?
I watched this village for so long, unable to move or act. My memories of anything before are vague at best. So I have no idea what I want to do. I'm glad to be mobile. Is that not enough?
You're welcome to come with me.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way.
I'm pleased to meet you.
This
I'm
should
dead.
be interesting.
A rock in a hard place.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
Blood and damnation. Well, hello there, Shale.
Lovely.
What level are you? Oh, good. He's got Hurl. Shale's got Hurl, Stone Aura, Quake, Slam, Pulverizing Blows. Oh, good stuff. Jittering Burst. Shale pounds are to mobilize all enemies unless they pass physical wisdom check. Luna's talent Shale receives greater bonus against missile attacks whenever Rock Mastery is active. Let's see. I'm already tanking, so we don't need that. Nearby party members also gain a bonus to range, critical chance, and ranged attack speed. With Hurl, Rock, and Rock Barrage, the bonuses of party members increase. Other than Grass, Shells, bonus to mill attack increases. Oh, that's right. I need to get a respec mod to respec, what's her face, the Fixer. Stone Aura. Shale activates support mode that imbues nearby permanents with bonus to attack, defense, and health regeneration. With other talents in the chain, Shales gains bonus to armor and resist hostile spells. Aura paralyzes Shale and imposes a penalty to defense as well, draining stamina. The assault nearby enemies suffered penalty to attack, defense, move speed. Bellow. Erupts with the sound of a rock itself, stunning nearby enemies. Let's pass a check. Activated mode allows offensive talents taking a penalty to defense in exchange for bonus to damage. With Slam, Shell gains a bonus to damage. Quake. So I can make her ranged. These are all sustain, 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 sustain. I can only have one at a time, I think. Well, it looks like they gave her most of the melee abilities and only one rock ability for throwing stuff.
Fine.
Just don't order me.
Just don't order me. Yeah, we'll try that, I guess. No, that her name is not Dwayne Johnson. What the fuck? What did you just do? Just
I
annihilated.
lied to you, you know, about why I left Orlais.
Why?
I didn't feel like talking about it then. What happened to me? Maybe it will affect us, maybe not, but you should know. I came to Ferelden and the Chantry because I was being hunted in Orlais.
Hunted? What for?
I was framed, betrayed by someone I thought I knew and could trust. Marjolaine. She was my mentor and friend. She taught me the bardic arts, how to enchant with words and song, to carry myself like a highborn lady, to blend in as a servant. The skills I learned, I used to serve her, my bard master, because I loved her, and because I enjoyed what I did.
The entire world does, Cerulean and Cadence. The entire world eats chicken. How did she betray you?
You can say it was my fault. There was a man I was sent to kill. I was to bring Marjolaine everything he carried. I don't know who this man was. She gave me a name and a description, and I hunted him down. I found documents on his body, sealed documents.
Important documents?
It turns out that they were. My curiosity got the better of me. Something told me that I needed to know what was in those letters. Marjolaine had been selling all kinds of information about Orlais to other countries, Nevara and Antiva among others. It was treason.
Isn't that what bards do?
Some. But I had always assumed Marjolaine only operated within Orlais. This was an unhappy surprise for me. My life as Bard taught me that my loyalties should be kept fluid. My concern was not that she was a traitor, but that her life would be in danger if she was caught. Orlais has been at war with so many countries. It takes a harsh view of such things, as I later discovered.
Did you give the documents to someone?
To Marjolaine. No one else. I resealed them and gave them to her, as she had instructed. I should have left well alone, but I didn't. I had to tell Marjolaine I feared for her life. She brushed aside my concern. She admitted her guilt, but said it was in the past. That is why the documents had to be destroyed, she said. I believed her. I kept believing up till the moment they showed me the documents, altered by her hand, to make me look the traitor.
She betrayed you?
Yes, the Orlesian guards. They captured me. Did terrible things to make me confess and reveal my conspirators. It was a traitor's punishment I endured. And at the end of it, all that awaited me was eternity in an unmarked grave.
How did you get out?
The skills Marjolaine taught me were good for something at least. I broke free when I saw the opportunity. I did not seek Marjolaine out. If she thought I was coming for her, she would have me caught again.
And so you came to Ferelden, to Lothering?
I was tempted to confront her. I was furious, betrayed. But what could I do against her? And so I fled to Ferelden, to the Chantry and the Maker. Ferelden protected my person, and the Maker saved my soul. And that is the reason I am here. The real reason. No more lies between us, at least in this.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
It feels good to have this off my chest. Thank you for listening and understanding.
Now that that's off your chest, can I put my hands on your chest? No, that's not smooth. That's bad. That's bad. I'm sorry. That's not appropriate.
Yes? Something you need?
I want to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val Royeaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val Royeaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val Royeaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the Grand Cathedral. It was magnificent.
It sounds wonderful.
Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the many splendors of Orlais, her golden fields, her lush meadows. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
What sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
Oh, I love shoes.
When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments in the front. A ribbon, perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk, with amber beads on the toe. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky, fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
I know, right? So ugly and shapeless.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day, but we have things to do, don't we?
Now let's talk about shoes. Let's go get some shoes. Let's get some shoes.
Yes? Something you need?
Nothing, never mind. Oh, hello there, assassin.
Here I am.
Can I answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
It doesn't take any special skill?
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
You always use poison then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Shale. What's with the heavy sighs?
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Won't we be right next to your stain?
I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
Being different isn't so bad.
Did I say it was bad? Huh. It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
I agree. Being a golem would be handy.
Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
God. I love Shale. Even though Shale is an asshole sometimes.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Let's see. Shale. Converts all damage to fire damage. All damage to cold damage. Electricity damage. Nature damage. I guess cold damage is probably best. You're still with me, I see.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect. Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
I have some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember?
Oh yes, that I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me. As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Gollum, snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. Ha! I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Oh, yes, a fortune, in fact.
Good. Clearly, I am worth it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans.
I'd have happily stomped them all into paste, and then ripped down their little houses and stomped on them, too. In fact, after 30 years of watching them, I'd do it twice. What I didn't like was being ordered to do it. Dangled in front of those frightened morons like some scary thing. Once I was a statue, it took those villagers years before they'd even approach me. The first one to actually work up the nerve to touch me urinated himself. Ugh.
But why were you out in front of the tower?
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Pah! Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
His wife?
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down. Can it believe it? And she still wanted me out.
How does one shrink a golem?
With a chisel. And a lot of nerve.
Do you remember anything before Honleith?
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy. And before that, No, there are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Just how old are you exactly?
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago. I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
Interesting. I'm done asking about that.
Good. I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Ah.
Some questions.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
But what do they do?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So, they're a decoration?
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really. Although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Would you be willing to have more added?
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
I'm told you killed your former master.
Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Vague but not non-existent.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
What sort of experiments?
Bah, I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
Are you sure nothing at all?
There was pain. I do not feel it as soft creatures do, so the memory is an odd one. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me, so they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
But you wanted to kill him, right?
Oh, yes. Yes. Very much so. For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Sounds like you had a good rest.
I think I was ready to move on. Another few years and the moss would have covered my face. And then where would I have been? Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Sounds good to me.
The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
I love Shale.
It doesn't have better things to do.
How did Wilhelm come to acquire you?
That part I know, as Wilhelm often bragged about it to whomever was willing to listen to him. He claimed to have found me in the deep roads. I was in the ruins of a Tig, he said, deactivated, with my control rod not far away.
You don't know why you were there?
I think I remember a battle. It was long before, and then there was darkness. In short, no, I do not remember why I was there. It makes no difference.
What was Wilhelm doing in the deep roads?
It was a hobby of his, scavenging. One of the reasons he traveled so much is that he was looking for entrances into the deep roads, old places the dwarves had long forgotten. And then he would sneak down and search for magical treasure, before anyone was the wiser.
Wouldn't that have been dangerous?
Indeed. He had spells that allowed him to remain hidden and move quickly, but he had no defense against the Blight, and worried constantly that he would get sick. If any Darkspawn showed themselves, he fled. More often, he would have to fight other scavengers, dwarves who had become tainted. In the end, it killed him. I mean, he found me there, right?
So if he hadn't found you...
I wouldn't have had to put up with the twit, and I would be none the wiser. I don't think I was aware while I was there. Not like in the village. Or perhaps I was. Perhaps that was the dark place, and I simply couldn't see anything. How long could even I sit in the darkness and stare out at nothing, never sleeping? Oh, I do not wish to think of that.
Do you know where in the deep roads this was?
No. That secretive bastard refused to tell me. I would ask and ask, but no. He used to say that one day, if I were compliant and didn't talk back at his wife, he would take me there and I could look around myself. Rotten, lying bastard. If I had his head in my hands now, I would squeeze it like a giant lemon. Squish.
Yeah.
On then.
What the fuck? Miter straight.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
That's super. Thanks, Shale.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
My father was the Terran of Highever.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Oh, I love Shale. Shale's awesome. Ooh, perish the thought. Let's go sell stuff to the dwarf real fast. Had he petrified Golem? For some reason he just...
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat?
For some reason he couldn't move. He's not exactly sure why. He just kind of stuck in place and couldn't move for a very long time. For whatever reason. Uncrushable pigeon. Pigeon coos happily, apparently comfortable with the knowledge that no force could ever crush it. Shale? Would you like this uncrushable pigeon? Nope. Does not like that. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, it did not like that shit. Ooh. Minus 50. Jesus.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or... I'm sure you'll be...
I think there's gifts in here that you can buy to give to them.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this.
Yes, I need to...
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can... I'm sure you'll...
I need 2 more of those, please. Those thoughtful gifts. He did not like that at all. Shale hated that shit.
I'm to keep this, am I?
There we go.
Fine.
There we go. Gives everyone the chastity belt. Like, these pranks don't even really do anything. They just, like, take a bunch of shit away. Let's get rid of all of that. Rose of Orlais sounds like something that what's-her-face would like. Liliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything I can do for you, please...
Goodbye. Enchantment?
I want to get some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Yeah. Enchantment. Boom. Enchantment, Dan C. I know, he said it. The chat's favorite.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
Well, there you go. Okay, I think that's everything for now. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. I'm gonna run the bathroom, and then we will go do the next raspberry cheesecake.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Of all the...
Yes.
Of all the...
Indeed.
Let's go to Denerim. There's some cool stuff there we need to get. Uh-oh.
Shall be done.
It's your time to...
Okay, it's time.
I am your death.
Alright, that guy right there. Try to horror him.
Be careful!
Of course he resisted.
Are you
There is no glory in bloodshed!
There's lots of glory in bloodshed. Oh no, they got a mage. Oh, that's bad. I didn't see her back there. She's about to fireball our asses too. Okay, just got the tank. No one else. That's good. Uh-oh.
Immediately.
Leliana, can you please?
All right, battle it is. Then.
Okay, girl, you have got to move, honey. I've got to taunt. Okay, she's down.
I see. He's a strike.
Okay, you just stun him. Uh-oh. Morgan, you need to move, girl. Go.
Don't be a fool!
Let us.
Okay, chomp him down, please. Okay, he's stunned.
Here you die!
Your shield. Everyone focus on that guy.
Yes.
Oh no, stab it.
Stop. Don't kill him.
What? Why not?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
Who is trying to kill Leliana?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
What's his name?
Never found out. Got the feeling the man I spoke to was doing someone else's bidding, too. I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denham. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
But don't we invite people to try to kill us into our party? Isn't that what we do? Yes, go. Be grateful for your life.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble